Hi, everyone. This video is going to show you all how to access Canvas. This is useful if it's your first time taking a class at a community college or Long Beach City College and you're not familiar with using Canvas. So I'm going to walk you through the Long Beach City College website and how to get onto Canvas and then navigate through the course a little bit. So I'm going to switch screens and we are going to start from a Google web browser. I recommend you use Google Chrome when we're using Canvas and another application from a publisher called Pearson. Pearson is going to be providing us with the textbook and some of the material that we have for doing our homework problems. Okay, so we'll start with just on Google, and I'm going to type in at my browser up at the top, I'm going to type in lbcc.edu, and that's our Long Beach City College homepage. And we have several links up at the top. So there's several ways to get to Canvas. The easiest is using this link right here, Canvas LMS. And you're going to click this icon right here and put your Canvas login. Now I'm already logged in. I'll show you what it looks like if I'm logged out. If I'm logged out, it takes you to this Viking portal window. My password or my ID and password are saved, so they automatically pop up, but you'll need to insert your Viking ID and whatever password you created when you established that Viking ID when you registered for your classes. If you don't know it or forgot it, you can use some of these help icons here with changing password or new or forgotten password. Worst case, you can go to login help for students, and that should be able to help you with whatever you're struggling with. Okay. So once I get into Canvas, then on my dashboard, that's kind of like your home page for all the courses you're enrolled in. And what you'll notice on yours is going to be specifically Electrical 202. Our section number is 50431, and it should say summer for 2020. So I'm going to just click that, and that's going to take us to our homepage. This is the instructor's view. When you click on it, it's going to look like this. And so we have our menu and our different selections of, we have our homepage, My Lab and Mastering, assignments, modules, discussions, syllabus. Some of these I'm going to edit and make it a little bit easier to navigate through, have less stuff on there. But on the homepage, that's me, that's a picture of me, and I have some basic info about the course, the department, our department website homepage is right here. And right here is what I'll call our course menu. And so on the course menu, you'll have 5 choices that you can use to navigate through our Canvas course page. And what we'll do is I'll start with our course modules. And so course modules will take you to, basically we'll start off at a home page. I don't know if we're going to be having a tutor available this semester. They haven't gotten back to me yet. Usually Stewart does provide services for tutoring with online courses. We'll start with a course introduction. And you can self-navigate through all of this. And a little video with an introduction of myself, some information on here. And the main thing I want to show you is week 1. So week 1 is going to start with an overview. And so you'll have an overview which will take you to a syllabus that you can download. There's a question and answer board where you can post questions that are related to the course, and I can answer them and provide you with some instruction or direction prior to our class meeting. There's some instructions of what I want you to accomplish this week, and I'll walk you through some of those features. This is a link to our discussion forum. And so we do have a discussion assignment that needs to be completed. Some of you have already jumped into that since I've opened it. And it's pretty standard. You read the assignment. And once you've read it, you properly prepare your reply, and you can start working on that by selecting reply. Once you get down here, you can use a bullet list. You could use a numbered list to reply. The easiest thing is to just copy and paste these questions and paste them down in your reply, and you answer them one by one. And it's already numbered in the correct order, and your response is already listed appropriately. I'm going to cancel that. I don't need to do that. And I'll go back to our home page. And now when I'm at my home page, one of the main links that we will be using is this one right here, My Lab and Mastering. So if you didn't notice the mouse already, I'm going to circle it right here. So we really want to make sure as soon as possible that all of us can get our accounts established. Your account access has already been paid for when you registered for the course. It was included in the course fees. And so when you select My Lab and Mastering, it takes you to a portal for Pearson. Pearson is the publisher of the material. And once you get to this page, there is a help and support menu. You could use that if you ever need assistance. But once everything is normal and you're familiar with getting in, you can just select the Open My Lab and Mastering. It initially starts with a user agreement. Read through it if you need to. Go ahead and accept it. And once you get in there, you will need to create an account. So you're going to go through here, create an account, fill out all this information. Obviously, my account already exists, but when you fill this out, everything should go through as planned. If you need any assistance, email me and let me know what's going on. Otherwise, I will walk you all through this during our class meeting on Tuesday at 6 p.m. That's when our question and answer will start for the course. We are available for office hours at 5 p.m. So if you log in at 5 p.m., I should have the meeting room open, and you can get a hold of me for questions or help on anything at that time. I'm going to get out of the student view right now, and I'll show you what Pearson looks like once I log in with my account. So once I get into My Lab and Mastering, I'm already logged in. I've saved my login information on my computer. And once I get in there, this is my course homepage, and take a second for that to open up. And I can start with assignments. So assignments will show me what is available to work on. I can narrow it down where I can start with homework. And I see that chapter O for orientation is available. So I can narrow that down. And I need you to work on the orientation first before anything. It's also the prerequisite to chapter 1. So once you select this, you can start with question 1. And this is basically getting you familiar with the Pearson platform and how to use it effectively to learn the material in the textbook and our curriculum in the class. So you go through these questions one by one, take your time. The point is not to run through it, but to understand how to use all the features that are on this learning platform that Pearson has created. You do have question help if you ever need help. So there's a help me solve this. There's view an example. I don't recommend ask my instructor because when these questions get submitted to me, it's delayed. It's better you communicate through Canvas when you do need help from me. If it's technical help with logging into Pearson, you want to go through their support portal and get assistance through them with login info. I'm going to go back to the home page so I can save. And let me see. Okay. You can access the textbook by selecting e-text. And you click that link there. And this is going to take me to a digital version of the textbook. The benefit of your material fees or textbook fees being bundled in to your registration is that the publisher has made it cheaper and more affordable to take this course. The textbook typically is $200. This is priced much cheaper than that. So it'll take you to the first page of the course. For the orientation, you don't need to access the textbook, but when you are accessing chapter 1 and beyond, you will need to access the e-text. When you start with the chapters, you can go to this menu on the upper left, and I can click menu, and it takes me through the table of contents. I can start with section 1.1, and ideally I would like you all to read this. I will be uploading lectures, but please read ahead if you have the time, and it helps you to kind of be prepared with what we're going to be discussing or working on. So I'll have recorded lectures, and when I open up that first couple lectures, I will get you familiar with, once again, like navigating through the book and some of the features within it. But that's about it for how to access some of the material. So please get started when you can.